All right, good evening. Welcome. This is Gorgeous George. And so it's a Friday evening, and I'm actually been working all day, tired as can be, heading back to the my domain, get some cold brewskis and just chill out. Heading back to the domain. So, they got this new fucker, this new fucking troll that seems to, keep repeating things that are not even accurate. Things that were said by that Viach, and I'm not going to even mention her name because it's not worth mentioning it, but, some things that I've already addressed already pertaining to that bitch running her mouth. And I've got to say this because it seems like this shit doesn't end. Will Marklin is a fucking POS. We know that. Will Marklin's claim to fame is being a non-speaking role on Scrubs, where he blows a kiss. He blows a kiss. And a non-speaking role eating a bowl of cereal, watching somebody walk down the street. Also, he has a fascination with Bill Mummy, or Nummy, or whatever his fucking name is, the guy from Lost in Space. His avatar is Bill Nummy when he was a kid from Lost in Space, the avatar. That tells you all you want to know about that guy. The guy was booted out of his apartment complex. The guy has had some abusive relationships from what I found out through a second source of people that know about him. And he had a crappy public access show back in the early 90s. Up All Night, Insomnia all Night. And this fucker is like pushing 70. And he has the audacity to come up here and prejudge me. He has the audacity to prejudge me and what I do. Will Marklin, my friend, you are cruising for a bruising. You're cruising for a bruising. And then, lo and behold, he puts up this video with the judge. The video in the courtroom. And that was done just a couple days ago. Well, the Chambers has been notified about it. And been notified that basically that you recorded a judge's conference call, which is highly illegal. So I hope you, I don't know what to tell you. I hope you get the brunt of that because you're a numbskull. You recorded a conference call and it's been told to the judge that you did so. And I made the phone call today. So you're gonna expect some fireworks there, bitch, because you're a joke. And your buddy there interfered in the court case. That fucking foreigner, which we have the picture of that bitch. We have the picture of that bitch. Took up or interfered in the court case. So anyway, whatever. You are a POS, and we know it. Everybody knows it. And your claim to fame is blowing a kiss to a doctor on Scrubs and eating a bowl of cereal, watching a woman go down the street like the POS that you are in a Bruce Willis movie. And of course, if we were to ask Bruce Willis if he knew who you were or knew who you are, he would say, "Who?" They would say, "Who is that?" Wouldn't have a clue to know who you are. Now, so they keep talking a bunch of shit, and this new troll named Eugene, bitch, keeps calling my number. He has his little podcast that he does every Friday to just talk and trash me with his fucking sidekick, an 8-year-old little boy that sounds like a little 8-year-old boy who obviously is a girl, and she's trashing me at every end, just running her mouth, not believing, can't believe how Kevin is even associating with me, how Kevin talks to me, or Kevin associating with me and all that. Maybe the fact that we've been doing a show for 25 years, maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe because there is chemistry between me and Kevin on camera. Maybe there's a friendship there between me and Kevin. And God forbid, Kevin even socializing with me. Oh, such an outcast that Kevin's even talking to me. Maybe the fact that Kevin knows and is thankful that I got him involved in this creation, this public access show that we've been doing for a long time. And he knows that, and he's grateful for everything that I have done for him pertaining to that. So maybe, just by maybe, there's a friendship that you can't ruin. You trolls can't ruin because you screw around with weaker people. Well, Kevin and I, we don't see eye to eye on everything. Kevin and I, we're different people definitely different people. But one thing about Kevin is you're not going to persuade Kevin. And Kevin is not going to fall for that persuasion. You're not going to persuade him at all. Okay? All the vile things that were said about me, all the vile and nasty things that fucking puberty boy who is a puberty boy that is a wannabe woman that claims to be a woman. You wear combat boots and you have a dick, and you probably have both organs, and probably have both organs you could probably fuck yourself with. Okay. Nobody cares to know what some insignificant person who is a millennial, who's misinformed, a misinformed millennial has to say about a seasoned professional person. I have a lot of good qualities. I'm educated. I went to J. Sargent Reynolds, and I took broadcast communications, and I took voice work at Dale Carnegie School, the Dale Carnegie School of Public Speaking. Okay? And I'm educated, and I took business administration and broadcast communication. So you can think whatever you want to think, but at the end of the day, what you think is not equivalent to two soft turds coming out of someone's asshole by having diarrhea. Okay? Because what you have to say, what comes out of your mouth, woman, or boy, or whoever you are, is equivalent to soft farts and diarrhea, cat rind shit coming out of an ass that's got the shits, a cat that's got the shits with yellow rind cat shit. Okay? Because as far as I'm concerned, what you have to say is equivalent to that. And it's what you have to say about me is equivalent to that. So why don't you scoop up some of that and eat it? And maybe if you eat it, it'll build some character. Now, let me clear up just a few things. There was never any Nigerian scam. I never fell for a greeting card scam. No Nigerian scam. So correct that narrative. And about the eels, which is so goddamn funny, it makes me want to... And Miss Angela was the one that has a Ouija board and plays and talks to the occult. Okay? Angela is the one that plays with Ouija boards and talks to the occult and does hexes and spells. Okay? I believe in that as well. I believe that some people are gifted in that gift of knowing the future. But that's it. That's all that it is. People that are gifted. But I don't have a Ouija board, and I don't mess with Ouija boards like Angela does. So let's get that straight. I consulted with a shaman. That's true. And that was mentioned about eels, and not like I put eels in front of my house, from all four posts of my house, from front and back. I told Angela that story, I told Angela that story because I thought it was very humorous. So I didn't do that at the time. I was trying to figure out what a person like that would tell me, a shaman, and that's what they told me. Not because any of anything. So that little episode about eels and all that is ridiculous. And lizards, I don't know where that comes from about lizards. That's also ridiculous. And I'm going to spend about 2 more minutes with this. Will Markland, you're cruising for a bruising. Will Markland, you were dropped off of a case, and I can easily put you back on the case. Eugene, Big Mouth Eugene, you're so stupid. You doxed yourself. You doxed yourself. You think you're going to keep on continuing doing this shit? I already took you to school on one of your videos. Of course, you took out my number. You put my number. Keep talking about me, and I'm going to do some more to your damn channel. Maybe knock down the channel. And Acer, and this person named Acer Form or Acer Pacer, whoever this person is, I want to shake that person's hand because obviously he's knocked down some of these trolls' pages. And Acer, maybe you and I need to sit down and talk. You knock down some of their damn pages. You know, you ain't playing around. DMCA, all the way through. That's fine. Need to knock down those pages. And I'm going to tell you one damn thing. I'm knocking down that negative bank account page. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Rebuild it. Don't be surprised. I'm going to knock down that negative bank account page, and you're not going to like it. I'm going to like it. And one more thing. People that don't show their face aren't worthy of my time. Eugene, you keep calling and calling my number with your podcast. Well, you didn't even, you think I'm going to answer the phone? Why don't you show your face? And why don't you get that puberty boy to show its face? You and puberty boy, show your faces. Captain Orpulence, Captain fucking Corpulence, a.k.a. Bill Royster. Why don't you show your face? See, trolls hide in anonymity because they know that they can't handle it if they were being trolled themselves. So let's put it on even level playing field. Don't hide in anonymity. If you got something to say, you cash the check by showing your face. And I think that people that do that have zero credibility when they don't show their face. And you're a bunch of fucking cowards. Okay? And low-cal. Is it low-cal carbs or low-cal, what is it? Is it low-cal flavored ranch seasoned dressing? Or is it low-cal carbs? I mean, what's a low-cal? I mean, if it's not in a fucking Webster's dictionary, then it's not even worth mentioning. You're going to talk about low-cal. That's not even a fucking word. It's troll talk. Okay? A bunch of the majority have been recruited, or a bunch of millennials that strum their little vagina holes and play with their 2-inch dongs to everything I say. You strum your little vagina hole and you play with your little 2-inch dong, okay? Your millennials have no clue to know about me, and you need to you're clueless when you even talk about me. You play about you're clueless to know anything about me, and you play old videos of my show. Well, what you ought to do next time is get a number 2 pen out, or number 2 pencil out, should I say, and jot down some notes and find out the things that I say. Okay? Jot down the important things that are said in the conversation, and you will learn. If you shut your mouths and listen to the whole show, you'll be educated. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, and your minds have been wasted. If you listen to the shows when you critique them, when you critique the shows, get an education by listening and learning everything that comes out of my mouth. Okay? And if you don't like me and I'm vile and disgusting and all these nasty things that you say about me, then why in the hell do you spend close to 3 hours per show talking about me? Non-stop. I must be in your minds for someone you don't like or don't care about. Damn. I must be in your minds 24/7 to have you whack off your sausage to me. Little old me. Someone that you don't, that is a failure and all that, but yet you still talk about me. Someone who's a failure in your eyes, but yet you still whack off your sausage and you still have me in your thoughts and mind every freaking week. How pathetic is that? How fucking pathetic is that? All that needs to be said is you all are a bunch of losers, okay? All that needs to be said is you're a bunch of losers, millennials that don't have a clue. You're a bunch of sorry sack millennials that have no fucking clue. There are a lot of shows that haven't seen the light of day that are still on VHS tapes that can be converted to DVDs. There's still shows that have been on that need to go back on. And I'm going to put them back on. And there's going to be a website, okay? And you all are not going to be able to steal any more of my stuff because it's going to be put on a website and it's going to be you're not going to be able to steal it off my website. A brand new website is coming up. The book has already been published. The book is being sold. It's a published book. It will be in Barnes & Noble. I will bet any of you out there that book will be in Barnes & Noble soon enough. And the book will be going back on Amazon. It's frozen right now. I'm going to take the Kindle version off, and I'm going to put it back on there myself. Okay? So there's no issue about that. All right, 17 minutes. Too long for me to even go on with this. You all are clueless, and you need to get a clue. The narrative is wrong. Their narrative is totally wrong. Get a clue. What comes out of my mouth is the correct narrative. And that's the bottom effing line that needs to be said. I am what's causing all this. I am the man that's causing all of this. What's causing all this? All right? All right. You got something to say, show your face. Show your face. If not, I don't want to hear a word.